Welcome back, everybody, to the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As today, the Hornets head out to UW to take on the 4-2 Washington Huskies in what should be a pretty exciting matchup. Last week was certainly a humbling experience for our Westlake Hornets. They took on their rival, the Utah Utes, and ended up actually losing that game. The Hornets have not lost pretty much in a good 2 seasons at this point, but they took their first L in what feels like forever. And it's not a game that Westlake lost because they got unlucky. They lost because Utah was the better football team throughout start to finish of that game. Westlake could not cover a $2 tip, and Utah's offense was just cooking from start to finish. The Hornets' offense played fairly well, but they could only do too much. They could only do so much to stay in the game, and Utah ended up winning. So now, for the first time in a while, the Hornets are facing some adversity as they go on the road to take on the Washington Huskies. Fun fact, Washington's head coach is named Tim Beck. Westlake, as you may know, has a running back on the roster named Tim Beck, so I don't know, that's kind of funny. Welcome, everybody, to Husky Stadium as the number 9. Yes, Westlake has dropped all the way to 9. Westlake Hornets taking on the Washington Huskies. Regarding the quarterback battle, Stephen Westwood is the front runner at this point. Westwood has noticeably outperformed Rodney Allen these past few weeks. Now, Rodney Allen will still get to play the first quarter. Westwood will play the second, and whoever performs better will get the second half. But if Stephen Westwood outperforms Rodney Allen today, then this job might be his. Did not lose last week because they couldn't score points, but this unit couldn't stop allowing points. Third down option, the quarterback, Travis Dawson, will keep it up, and he will convert. I mean, it's going to be hard for this defense to play worse than they did last week, but anything's possible. Dawson loses 4 on the read option. The senior Ray Johnson reads the play like a book, and that's the defensive stop that Westlake needed. That was only first down, though, so it's not the end of the world for Washington. 2nd and 14, after the 4-yard loss for Washington, Travis Dawson going to look to throw it. He has an open man, it's Smith. And that's exactly what Utah was doing it last week. They kept finding open receivers for these medium 20-yard gains. That's not a good sign if you're Westlake. Considering what happened last week, I would not call this start encouraging if you're Westlake. 3rd and goal. Dawson keeps it on the option. Delvin Hines can't quite catch him. That's a touchdown, and the Huskies are on the board first. This might be another very long day for the Hornet defense. Rodney Allen knows his back is against the wall right now, and Allen knows he has to perform well if he wants to keep a shot at this starting job. Allen scrambling, going to go deep for Carter Westwood, and the true freshman hauls it in for a nice gain of 23. Westwood was fairly quiet last week. His brother Stephen Westwood was mainly throwing it to the tight end Reggie Herman, and good to see Carter making a play early here. Rodney Allen is a very talented quarterback. Some argue he's the most talented in the nation, so he should have no problem of playing well. And he has played fairly well, it's just that Stephen Westwood has been a little bit better. Nice catch on first down, one-handed snag for Aubrey Ayuluko, and that's a gain of 19. Westlake's offense is looking fairly solid right now, but I think it's interesting that John Cummings has not touched the ball yet. Cummings is on the field here on 3rd and 5, number 22 in the backfield, lying next to Allen. As Rodney Allen looking for Ayuluko, that's a touchdown for the Hornets, and they will quickly tie it up as the redshirt junior wide receiver puts the Hornets on the board in a very solid drive from Rodney Allen as he tries to put fate in his own hands for this quarterback battle. Well, Rodney Allen just suffered a concussion on that touchdown pass, and he's out for the game. So it's going to be Stephen Westwood here in the rest of this one, regardless of how he plays. Washington's offense looking good on this possession, but maybe plays like that can try to get the Hornets back on track. Andy Pino forces the tackle for loss. Nice pitch by Dawson, but Brian Carey loses a yard. Rodney Allen not getting a chance to prove himself the rest of this game really hurts, and Stephen Westwood could clinch this starting spot. 3rd and 6. Ralph is wide open. Easy first down. I expected to see this defense have a chip on their shoulder, but so far today, they have played really badly. Dawson is going to be sacked on first down. Justin McGee, Delvin Hines are both there with the play, so I suppose that's a good sign in potentially only allowing a field goal this possession, which at this point is a success if you're Westlake. Westlake has really struggled on third downs these past couple of weeks. This could be a huge stop for them if they get it. Dawson keeps it himself, and he does not get it. Marcus Lee, the junior, is there with the tackle. That's a huge stop and will likely force a field goal. Anything other than a touchdown is a success right now for the Westlake defense. Here's Washington as they try to take the lead before the end of the first quarter. The kick is good, and this game is now 10-7. This is Stephen Westwood's starting job to lose, and he doesn't have to feel any pressure now that Rodney Allen is out for the game. So if he can play his best football, he might clinch this starting job. Westwood under some pressure. He will connect with the slot receiver Frank Bray, who gets hit hard, but not before getting 20. Stephen Westwood was under center for most of the game last week against Utah, and while he did have his fair share of mistakes, the last person you can really blame for that loss is Stephen Westwood. 2nd and 3. Stephen is going to scramble. Westwood has some wheels and a first down, sliding inside the 25 for a big gain. Westwood played a decent majority of the second half last week with a bum ankle, so we're going to have to see if that ankle is fully 100% today and how he will be able to play. Westwood is sacked on first down, trying to connect with Reggie Herman, the tight end, but instead is brought down by Pete Holland for a loss of 7. And now Stephen Westwood is hurt, which means redshirt freshman Wesley Thomas is in at quarterback. This is his first collegiate snap, might I add. Thomas is going to run with it. He was an athlete coming out of high school. Thomas breaks the tackle. What a run for Wesley Thomas, of all people. If Stephen Westwood is out for the rest of this game, then it'll be Wesley Thomas time, as his first play as a Westlake Hornet is an awfully good one. This Westlake QB battle keeps getting weirder and weirder. Stephen Westwood strained his pec. He's out for the day. So it's going to be Wesley Thomas in for the rest of this one, unless he gets injured. That's all Westlake quarterbacks do at this point. Nice screen for Vincent. He gets 20. Stephen Westwood really had a chance to close the coffin on this QB battle, but got hurt and now is unable to. Nice play over to Matt Vincent. Once again, poor coverage from Westlake, whose defense continues to play horribly. Wesley Thomas looked really good on that first play, but if Westlake's defense continues to play this bad, I don't know how you can trust Wesley Thomas to win you this game. Fumble! Marcus Lee pushes it out, and it's recovered by Richard Richards. And the Hornets will get the football back. That's the momentum shifter this defense needs. Finally forcing a turnover. I think that's Marcus Lee with the hit. 21. Marcus Lee makes the play. They're showing Marcus Jones for some reason. I don't know why, but that was the Lee who made the hit. Thomas is a redshirt freshman from Corbin, Kentucky. He played quarterback, running back, wide receiver in high school, and is kind of like a poor man Stephen Westwood, a very athletic quarterback with a solid but not great arm. As Thomas on second down, trying to show off the wheels. Gonna go deep, and it's caught by Ulri Ayaluko. He's got some wheels. And Wesley Thomas's first completion as a Hornet will be a 51-yard gain for Ulri Ayaluko. To be fair, that was mostly Ayaluko showing off his speed in open space, but still, nice play from Wesley Thomas. Don't expect Westlake to exclusively run the ball from here on out. They trust Wesley Thomas, even though he's not as good as Allen or Westwood. He's talented enough to win a football game. Here's Jason Gibbs, runs past a defender, and Gibbs trying to dive into the end zone. He is going to be stopped down at the 1. Jason Gibbs has been busy today. He's gotten 5 carries. John Cummings only has 2, which is fairly interesting considering Cummings has been the lead back most of this season. First and goal at the 1. Gibbs again in the backfield. I don't know why John Cummings has gotten such few snaps. It's going to be a pitch for Gibbs, who will have the easy touchdown run, and the Hornets will extend their lead. This offense is playing really well today, regardless of who it is at quarterback. Rodney Allen, Stephen Westwood, Wesley Thomas. Doesn't matter because this offense is putting up numbers. Washington's offense has only scored 10 points on 3 possessions, but all 3 drives were fairly solid, and the Husky offense has played really well. But there's a nice stop on first down by Marcus Shelton. The Tacoma, Washington native forces a loss of 4. This is a nice little homecoming for the senior defensive tackle. Marcus Shelton has plenty of friends and family attending this one. 2nd and 14. Dawson over to Ralph. That is a first down. He gets by Justin McGee and gains 15. Right when the Hornet defense does something good, plays like that happen. Considering Westlake starts the second half on offense, scoring some points here on this drive would be huge for Washington. Dawson on 2nd down. He is going to be brought down, could not find anyone open, and is going to be sacked by Marcus Shelton. I thought it for a second Octavius October made it, but yeah, 99. Marcus Shelton was there with the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and long. Expect a 19-yard completion here because the Hornets don't bother to cover. Let's see if my prophecy can come true. 3rd and 16. Washington is 4 for 5, 80% on 3rd down. That's quite a high number. You're going to win most games when you're successfully converting 80% of your 3rd downs. It looks like they're killing the clock. This kind of surprises me. It makes a little bit of sense, but if you're Washington, why not try to move quickly and drive down the field? Dawson, it's going to be a screen. Yeah, that makes no sense. Cooper loses 4. Ray Johnson brings him down, and now it's 4th and 20. 4:20 plays it, and Washington has to punt. Utah did not punt at all last week. Washington has not punted it yet today, so this will be the first punt Westlake sees in a while. I can't believe Westlake's defense allowed a punt. I feel like a proud parent right now. Anyway, here returns the Westlake offense. Wesley Thomas has really played well so far. Thomas on 1st down, going to go deep, hit as he throws, but connects with Frank Bray. What a pass. As you could tell, Thomas was smothered when he made the throw, but Bray is able to come down with it for a nice first down. 2nd down and 3 from the 10. 12 seconds left. Hornets are down to 1 timeout. Handoff for John Cummings. He's actually going backwards, losing a yard, and the Hornets will call time. So what do they do on 3rd down? Do they go for the end zone or do they take the points? Westlake is going to make the risky call rather than play it safe and tackle on the field goal. The Hornets are going to try to score the touchdown here and risk being tackled inbounds and letting the clock go. Thomas going to throw a check down to Cummings, and he is in bounds. Cummings tried to get out, but he was unable to, and the Hornets will not score. That's how the first half ends. Hornets do lead at 21-10, and they will start with the ball in the second half, but still kind of a sour way to end the first half. I can't be the only one who believes Wesley Thomas has looked better than both Rodney Allen and Stephen Westwood today. Thomas is really playing well. 1st down at the 11 after a clipping penalty on the kick return by the fullback Jeff Brandt. Going to open up the drive with an 18-yard gain for Carter Westwood, his 2nd catch of the afternoon. And Wesley Thomas has been very efficient, 6 for 7 for a $119. He continues to really play well. Westlake's offense has moved fairly slowly so far on this drive. It's now 3rd and 13. Gibbs and Thomas in the backfield. Ayuluko in motion. Fake handoff for Ayuluko. Thomas, quick pass for Bray. He does not get it. Only gaining 11. Westlake is in 4-down territory, so do you punt or do you go for it? 4th and 2, and the offense will remain on the field. Thomas gets for 1st down. Late pitch for John Cummings. And he gets to the 22. Kind of wanted to juke out that defender. Didn't really work out, but still, excellent IQ play from Thomas. He got the 1st down. When Cummings was open, he tossed it to Cummings for the big play. So Wesley Thomas got hurt. He is back in the game. He suffered bruised ribs, but we did get to see 4th-string quarterback Norton Michelik out on the field for a couple plays. Outside of Michelik, the only other quarterback on this roster is getting redshirted. So, yeah, this team can't afford for these backup QBs to get injured. Thomas looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Broken up by Blake Weaver, and it looks like this really long drive will end in a field goal. This is a 25-yard attempt for the junior, Volker Gantz. He struggles from the hash marks, and this kick is off the crossbar and no good. Volker Gantz misses another easy kick from the hashes. He hasn't missed too many easy kicks this year, to be fair, but still, we've become too accustomed to Volker Gantz missing these types of kicks over the years. Utah currently beating Boise State 21-7. Looks like Jermaine Evans and the offense are having another nice game. That drive lasted like 3/4 of the third quarter, and Westlake ends up scoring 0. Dawson can open up with a pass. He's under pressure, and he's sacked. Lewis Kahn is there with the play, and this Westlake defense is actually starting to play well. Ever since the first drive, the Hornets have only allowed 3 points today. That's mind-boggling. This defense is starting to figure it out again. 3rd and 17 here for Washington. Let's see what they can do. 4 receivers in the game. Dawson looking to throw it. He has an open man up the middle. It's Williams. Okay, maybe this defense hasn't figured it out because they still can't cover the medium passes. Okay, I might have gotten a little bit too excited about this defense making a nice play. 3rd and 11. Another chance for the defense to get a stop. And Washington runs it. Cooper gets 6. Lewis Kahn with the play. I don't get this decision by the Huskies at all. This has to be the strangest game of football I've ever watched in my life, but it's been an entertaining one. 3 quarters down, 1 to go. Westlake leads it 21-10. Thomas. Short pass for Frank Bray. He only gets about 7, so we'll likely see the field goal unit come out unless Westlake decides to do something crazy. Volker Gantz missed a 25-yarder. How about a 43-yarder? The kick is up, and this time it is good. Gantz connects with the deep one, and it's now 24-10. Still a 2-score game as Utah's offense continues to play well. They lead Boise State now 28-24. That looks like a pretty good game, too. The Huskies are only down by 14. They're not quite out of this game. 3rd and 7, tight end in motion. He's going to move to the right side. Dawson under pressure. That's a fumble. Delvin Hines with the strip sack. It is recovered by the Washington lineman, but the Huskies lose 14. And I've got to assume they're going to punt the ball. What a play from the uber-athletic edge rusher, Delvin Hines. Points here will pretty much end the game. About 5 minutes to go. A stop here on 3rd and 2 would be huge for Washington. Handoff for John Cummings. He does not get it. Only gains 1. Hornets will likely punt it. Westlake made the wise decision to punt it, even though it was only 4th and 1. Washington has it back, still only down by 14. They're not out of this game quite yet. Dawson on 1st down is hit hard. Lewis Kahn with his 2nd sack of the game for a loss of 6. And this Hornets pass rush has really played well today. A number of guys have gotten to the quarterback, forcing the losses. So the Washington drive ended up stalling. Even though it was 4th and 17 at their own 17, at this point I would have gone for it. So I think Washington's not making a mistake, or I think they are making a mistake by not going for it. And now Westlake can try to end this game. Look at Thomas diving for the 1st down, and he gets 11. Really nice play. This clock is continuing to tick. 2nd down and 7 for Westlake. The score has been 24-10. Feels like for an eternity. It was 21-10 at halftime. Westlake did tack on the field goal. Here's Ori Ayaluko. Makes the catch. Ayaluko inside the 15 for a gain of 28. And the Hornets have it in the red zone as they try to put the nail in the coffin on this one. 3rd down and 4 from about the 7. Look at Westlake going 5 wide on this play. Thomas gonna scramble with it. Gonna try to run for the touchdown, and he does. Wesley Thomas with his 2nd rushing score of the game, and this one is pretty much wrapped up. Since Wesley Thomas entered the game, Westlake has gone on a 24-0 run. That is really impressive. 3rd and 2. Dawson under pressure. Gonna try to yeet it, and it is caught by Micah Grant for a big gain. The Huskies are having a very nice drive, but at this point it looks too little too late. About a minute 20 to go. Dawson on 1st down gets it to Smith, who fumbles it. Marcus Lee forces his 2nd fumble of the day, and Richard Richards recovers his 2nd of the day, and this game is now officially done. This ended up being a pretty wild one, but Westlake gets back on track. They win it 31-10. Obviously, the quarterback battle did not go as planned. Rodney Allen got injured fairly early. Stephen Westwood got injured fairly early. And because of that, we can't really make any assessments off of this game. Despite that, Wesley Thomas came in, and not only did the offense play really well once he entered, but the defense did not allow a single point since he entered the game, which is really impressive. Next week, the Hornets return home for the first time since week 4 to take on the Oregon Ducks. Hope you're excited for that one. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and have a good one. Peace.